back to our number ones format.
It was funny for the first 17 weeks.
It's still funny.
Uh,
How long can we keep this going? Indefinitely.
that's really up to Marvel and DC, I think, at this point.
Oh, boy.
However long they want to keep making these number ones, well, I
That's
guess
true.
keep reading them?
That's true. So, I guess I'll start. I read Sinestro #1. Yet
Guess I'll
another
start.
Green Lantern title to add to the numerous Green Lantern title families.
Yeah, but they've canceled one, didn't they? Was Larfleeze canceled?
No.
Oh, I thought it was, because it sucked.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't read it. And it doesn't have
You
a number
along with everybody
doesn't
else.
have a #1, so I'm not going
I
to
only
check
read
it out.
#1s now.
I know, exactly.
Shit, we're
That's
part of the
it.
problem.
That's it. I only read #1s. It was pretty good. It's written by Colin Bunn and artwork by Dale Eaglesham. It was fantastic, surprisingly.
I was a little worried because I've been looking forward to this book. I mean, we've been talking about a Sinestro book
Forever.
for a long, long time. I mean, basically the first 12 issues of the Green Lantern after the relaunch was a Sinestro book.
Yeah.
Seeing as he was the Green Lantern for a while. But it's kind of nice to actually get a real Sinestro book.
Agreed.
Has he had one before? Like a standalone
No,
title of himself?
just the odd one shot, I think.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. It finds him... Well, okay, I don't remember... I'm not caught up on the previous Green Lantern, like the ongoing title, so I don't know what he's been up to.
I do.
So this just finds him sitting on some world, sitting in some dead temple to some old dead gods. Basically just feeling all sorry for himself. And Lyssa Dark, or Drac, or whatever her name is. Dark. Lyssa Dark
Keeper of the... Yeah.
shows up, and she's like, yo, man, gotta get back to the core. They need you.
Gotta
You
get back in
know.
the game, yo.
Arkillo's making a mess of things, and he wants to go to war with the Green Lantern Corps, so you gotta come back. And he's like, no way, man, my people are dead. I just want to sit here and feel sorry for myself. And she's like, no, man, you can't. You gotta come back.
So this is a beat-by-beat retelling of the entire story, then. Let's get a review going instead of a verbal retelling
That
of the
is
plot.
the review.
Jeff, you often have a hard time distinguishing review from point-by-point retelling.
Anywho's, so
Next
eventually
page.
he agrees, and he goes back. That was pretty much it, but it was really well done. I guess the battle, if there is to be a battle with Arkillo, will be the second issue. Although, why don't they just renumber it as a
issue.
#1, you know? Like, just
Who
put
reads
every-
#2 issues?
I know, exactly. Eaglesham's art was fantastic, like,
Mhm.
way better than the current GL stable of artists.
Yeah.
And just all around a really damn good book. It's got a tiny bit of origin stuff in there, and he talks about his people a bit and stuff and whatever, what happened to them. So yeah, check it out. Sinestro #1. I'd probably give it about a 4 out of 5, I think. It was really good.
Nice.
Really well done. So, do you have a #1?
Actually, breaking with tradition, I've got a #1 this week.
Oh, okay.
Hulk. Just Hulk. No Indestructible, no
Incredible.
no
Red.
or whatever the hell. Just Hulk, #1 by Mark Waid, and unfortunately, Bagley does the art.
I thought his art was much better this time.
Better, yes. Less rough than it has been in the last little while. I'm not the biggest fan. I think maybe I have Bagley burnout,
Maybe.
just with so many years on an Ultimate Spider-Man.
But it has been better than
yeah.
well, no, not. I'm just saying in general than the last
Last few things.
10
we've done.
issues of Indestructible Hulk.
Yeah.
So
This series kind of picks up right with the cliffhanger, apparently from the end of the previous Indestructible Hulk volume. Someone caps Banner in the back of the skull, double tap style, Zombieland style, and there's a shadowy organization that's out to harvest Banner. So, same as the Sinestro book that Geoff read, a little bit of origin retelling in here.
Mhm.
Just,
A little bit.
But it's put in nicely. It's not...
Yeah.
It almost serves the plot to have this part of the origin in there. The doctor that they bring in to work on Banner has a connection to his past, so that the origin kind of fits naturally. There's some pretty cool shadowy mystery figures moving in the background that are like trying to just exploit and weaponize the Hulk. Eventually, their plans fall apart, as ones do when they're usually trying to use the Hulk like this. Only twist in this is when he hulks out, massive great big hole in the back of his skull.
It was kind of funny.
Like, his brain is like hanging out of his head. And yeah, the cool stinger at the end of the book, what makes Banner Banner is his brain, and apparently that's gone now. So we've got...
only slightly messed up.
It's severe, irreparable, severe brain damage. He can't spell anymore.
Lies!
He has flashcards.
He's got the Hulk healing factor. It'll kick in after a while.
Yeah, but why didn't it, though?
He didn't remain Hulk long enough.
Does he remember how to be the Hulk? That's another thing. Like,
yeah.
So we'll see how this series goes. Great intro issue for this volume of the Hulk. Mark Waid, I think, has a good grip on this character. I don't know how long Bagley's going to be on the art. I wouldn't mind a switch up.
I wouldn't mind him actually staying on myself.
I would love to see... Who does a cover art on this book?
I don't know.
Because that's not Bagley. This makes for riveting radio. I'm just looking at the... trying to find the cover. Oh, it's a Pena. That's why I like it so much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him come on in interiors. But, yeah, I think my problem with Bagley doing this type of story is his work isn't as detailed as I would like. It's rather... It does have a cartoonier quality to it. Everyone looks like they're about 16 years old. They don't have much detail on their structure of their face as well. That's why I think this series seems to me to have a lot of... I don't know, it could have a lot of gravitas to the series, like with what's going on with Banner and the trials and tribulations that he's going to be going through, especially now with his brain damage. And when he comes off as kind of like a dopey little looking tween guy, kind of undercuts that a little for me. But you see Banner on the cover, and it's like, ugh, okay. But overall, fantastic issue. Mark Waid, probably top 2 or 3 writers working at Marvel right now.
Yeah, I could say that.
Yeah. Maybe the best regular staff writer. Probably, if I had to put him second to anyone, it would be second to Dan Slott for me.
I don't know. I like Hickman better.
Yeah? Yeah. I think Hickman is a different storyteller than Waid.
They're all different from each other.
Yeah.
It's hard to quantify.
Hickman has that grand scheme design to his stories more so than Waid. I think Wade's kind of partway between... I guess Slott has his grand scheme as well. But, fantastic book. Anything with Mark Wade's name on the cover is worth picking up. And, probably I'm going to stick with this Hulk series. I kind of fell away from Indestructible after Jason Aaron's run.
It started out great, and then it just got...
I think pigeonholing in the time travel part with the Age of Ultron hurt that series.
Yeah, and then the Inhumanity bomb arc. Oh my god.
The whole Inhumanity...
The last 10 issues were just not great.
The whole Inhumanity thing kind of, pardon the pun, just bombed a little for Marvel. It started out with great potential, and I think they just...
couldn't build on it.
They couldn't build on it, yeah, and they didn't take it anywhere. They didn't have anywhere to go with it. The mutants are coming back heavy and hard now with Hickman and the new X-Men team writing their books. Not Hickman. Bendis. And what he's doing. So I think the Inhuman design was originally supposed to replace mutants as the status quo of the, mistreated society of people in the Marvel Universe. But the X-Men are coming back heavy and hard now with that. So I don't think the Inhumans really fit with where Marvel's going now.
Yeah. Hard to say.
That was a little disappointing. But anyway, back to Hulk #1. Great issue. I'm going to give it 5 oranges out of 12. So... Great story, great art from an artist that I do like, but not my cup of tea, but I do appreciate the work they did on it, and it is good work. Definitely worth a pickup, and I'm gonna be sticking with this.
I would rate it higher than you, but whatever.
Jeff, I just made up a number. I don't. It's like apples and Ben. I don't care.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I liked it better. I like
Okay.
Bagley on the book.
Yeah.
I like Bagley.
Oh, you don't have 10 years of Bailey art behind you.
No, I don't.
So
No, I don't.
you see his book every 3 weeks in a Spider-Man book. You kind of know what to look for Bagley, and it is a lot better than some of his recent stuff. But again, 10 years of Bailey burnout.
True story. All right, trade review for the week: Astro City, Shining Stars. It is not the collection for the first arc of the new relaunched Vertigo series of Astro City. It is the collection of all the one-shots that took place, I guess, a couple years ago or something. So there's Samaritan, Beauty, Astra, and the Silver Agent. It's the 8th volume of the trade collection.
I've never read a single issue.
Have them all.
About that.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome book. Mark Waid does the introduction, and he nails it pretty dead on, I think, where he describes the series as not really like a lot of the concepts in here you'll have seen before, like Samaritan is Superman, and the Silver Agent is like Captain America, and the First Family is like the Fantastic Four and everything. But it's not a retreading of stories or concepts or anything like that. It's more like the human condition type thing. Like, he tells these stories to tell stories about everyday life. So, like, whether it's about fathers and sons or whatever have you, there's a underlying current of, I don't know, normality under everything else. So it's pretty cool, and that's why this series has garnered so many reviews and awards, and people just love it because you can associate yourself with them. So it's a pretty great series. I really love it, and this trade is pretty good. I mean, you can read one issue at a time, or a couple, because they are just the one-shots collected together. A couple of them are actually two, I think. Beauty and the Silver Agent, I believe, are 2 issues each. I could be wrong. I think Silver Agent is guaranteed. One of them is 2. But great stuff. Astro City, Volume 8. You can read it actually as a standalone. You can read pretty much every volume as a standalone.
That's really good for a series to be able to do that.
Because they're just all self-contained arcs. Okay. They don't flow into each other. They don't continue off each other. They don't anything like that. So you want to pick one up, you can pick up any one, basically. So check it out, Astro City. Any volume, really. This volume is Shining Stars. I give it a 5 out of 5. It's perfect. So, do we have a brow raiser for the week?
We do. We actually have an entire damn issue.
Do we?
Yeah. It's last week's one of last week's many number ones. It was Iron Fist #1.
That was a great issue.
Holy crap.
Yep.
What a fantastic read. Visually, it was beautiful as well. Just a gorgeous book, front to back. Kind of had a little bit of touching on a kind of darker side origin for Danny Rand and his father being a little more nut bar than we have seen before.
Well, that's the thing, and it focused more on the parents, too, this time. Instead of more of the end result, it focused on the before result.
And the issue kind of kicks off the new series for Iron Fist with him going back to Kunlun for, he's been there back and forth for a while, but seeing as he hasn't had a major series with him starring Iron Fist for a little while, I guess they want to, kind of reintroduce him, and this is a great way to do it. It was a cool story, kind of playing off his playboyism a little bit as well, but gotta have Iron Fist and ninjas. So we had some awesome ninja fights, and the art was just, it flowed so well. They used some great silhouette shots and contrasting colors, and it was just a fantastic issue. And there was a lot of dialogue in the book, but it didn't feel bogged down either. Yeah. It was, and the dialogue wasn't in the way of the drawings. It was just a fantastic issue. Come end of the year, I don't know what's going to be my favorite #1 issue, that or Moon Knight.
I don't know. I think I might slightly give it to Iron Fist. Actually,
Yeah. It was
pretty good.
It was fantastic. I've never read anything by the creator before.
Care Andrews.
Yeah, I'd never read any of her stuff before, and
His stuff.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
always doing that.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, I love Iron Fist, so I will support an Iron Fist solo title
Yeah.
until it's canceled, and then I'll support the next one. So I'm gonna pick it up, and glad I did. Fantastic, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 5 last week.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
It was a great issue.
Yeah.
We've the number ones that have been launching out of some of the smaller tier characters have really been killing it. Like
I
Daredevil
know.
is always going to be fantastic with Mark Waid. Moon Knight's been great. Iron Fist has been great. So
And what about this week's number ones? Just more
more number ones
all
all
the time.
the number ones.
We'll see what happens next week.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? So we got a little tiny bit of comic news, not too much.
Oh, tiny bit, yeah, nothing too earth
How about
shattering.
that Grayson title?
That yeah.
That's a number one.
Who cares?
I
Quite
actually
frank.
think it sounds
I
kind of
could
cool.
not care less about that.
Really?
I honestly, I don't care.
Huh. I think
re-
it sounds neat.
I like Nightwing as a character.
So do I.
I think they kind of have underused him a little bit since the relaunch.
That's who Damien's coming back as. Nightwing. Can you
Oh
imagine?
shit!
Can you imagine?
You might actually be onto something there. Heard it here first, folks. Geoff calls it. I mean, Damien's what? Is it this summer he's supposed to be coming back? Yeah.
Same time, roughly.
Yeah.
Same time frame.
It would line up, but yeah, coming out of Forever Evil, the world thinks he's dead. Batman basically tells him to go join this Batman Inc. spy agency, and he starts being a secret agent.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that got me troubled the most about the article was the writer or something like, yeah, we're gonna play up his status as a sex symbol. Like, really?
Huh.
Dick Grayson is a sex symbol? What?
Yeah.
Maybe overreaching a little bit, guy. But I don't know. I mean, there's nothing spectacular about the design of Grayson now. I can see this book not lasting very long.
Probably not. Well, it's a Bat title. It'll get a little bit of runoff. It'll last longer than some.
It doesn't look like a Bat title, though,
No,
because
it
he's
doesn't.
not in a costume.
But it depends who all the supporting characters are,
Yeah.
too. So,
If they shoehorn in a Bat family member every once in a while.
yeah.
I mean, I think this will go the way Talon did.
Think so?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They'll try and shoehorn in some bad guys from the Bat universe, but it just won't get any traction.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
What else you got?
DC put out a poster for Future's End, very
Yeah.
Escher-inspired poster. Again, just looking at this poster, and a couple of little spoilers, I don't care about Future's End. I really don't. There's nothing to get me interested with this series. The only thing is getting Batman Beyond into the DC universe.
Yeah.
I don't want a 52-issue weekly series to do that.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
I don't care.
What about Grifter? Hello?
Oh yeah, the mighty Grifter.
Grifter.
Why,
Awesome.
why does DC have such a hard-on for Grifter?
Because he's the DC Wolverine. He is the Wildstorm Wolverine.
Which is now the
He
DC.
is cool.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's garbage.
It's awesome.
No.
I've read every Grifter story there's ever been, except for most of the new
New
52
stuff.
series.
Except for the last 3 years worth of stories.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel
Anything
sorry.
pre that, I
Yeah,
have read.
I feel sorry for you. We're gonna get our Wild Youngblood, whatever the hell, eventually.
Gen 13?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Well, whatever
Wildcats.
Jim Lee's thing, Wildcats.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually that's gonna pop up.
I don't know if we'll ever see it.
I'm just, looking at the poster, I'm like, hey, Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't care. Like,
Eh.
I still want to know when that series with the Dark Side of the DC Universe is coming out. With, like, that cool poster we have with, like, The Question and Swamp Thing and Aquaman.
Maybe that was just to tease storylines, not necessarily a title.
Unfortunately, I'm hoping that's not right, but...
So.
We finally got a release date for Grant Morrison's Multiversity.
That I have absolutely zero interest in.
I kind of have interest in that, simply because it lets Grant Morrison run wild without screwing up.
You know when
Established
they
stories.
last let him run wild?
Death of Batman.
Infinite Crisis. Or Identity, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Infinity Crisis.
But he was let loose on the normal DCU. Now he's getting multiverse stories. So
it'll be twice as bad.
But he can go crazy with things and his big ideas, which then he's not swimming in the pool with the rest of the writers that have tried to work with DC and get stories that make sense. But 7-parters. Each issue takes place on a different Earth. And we're getting a 2-part framing story, whatever the hell that means. And there's a guidebook, because it's a Grant Morrison book, and you apparently need a guidebook. Too bad we couldn't have had a guidebook when he had his Batman Death series.
Yeah.
Could have used one then. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we're going to start getting some cool multiverse stories outside of the main line in Earth 2 and Earth 3. I think this could be cool in a collection edition. I think I might wait for that.
You're going to need the guidebook to read it, so...
Yeah, Cliff Notes for Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm not sure if you read them, but there's been a controversy around last week's issue of Invincible. Did you read about that?
I read all about it, yeah. I actually did read the issue.
Yeah, so did I.
It was fine.
It was a little bold, I think, for Kirkman. I mean, Invincible's not exactly...
I don't think so. I've read the whole series. There's the second compendium up there.
Yeah.
You gotta read Walking Dead. I read all his... Actually, I read every title he puts out, so... It's standard
for that type
stuff.
of story. I mean, definitely the role reversal, I think, was got people talking.
Yeah.
And the overall, violence of it. But, I mean, people were going overboard with their comments about it. And I think it was a story device that, some writers do use in stories because,
that's the thing. How many of those people actually read the series?
True.
Series,
True.
Not just that issue.
Yeah.
You would know that that's what those people are like, and that they've been doing
it's
it.
Not out of left field.
It's
not sensational headline-grabbing story.
No.
It's not... I mean, if all of a sudden, let's say, Mary Jane were to go and rape Harry Osborn...
That would be
people might have a bigger problem.
See, that's
with.
out of character.
Yeah.
It's different. So on. So Invincible, I didn't have a problem with it. It was the same. It's how it is. It's how this.
It felt like a very short, quick issue. I mean,
it was.
I've read some Invincible here and there, but it felt almost like a Free Comic Book Day issue.
Yeah.
Like it was a very quick story and it was done. Like, oh, I thought there was going to be more to it.
Yeah.
But. I mean, I wasn't, it's a shocking thing to read in a comic book because it is a terrible thing to happen to a fictional character.
Yeah.
Please keep that in mind, people. But, yeah, some of the comments about using it as like a shock value and a drawing point for Kirkman to try and publicize the book. I don't think Kirkman needs to worry about publicity.
I don't think so.
Considering his other book.
Past that now.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Grant Morrison, Alan Moore had a comment about it, like how rape occurs far more in our society than murder does, yet no one bats an eyelid when a comic character kills another comic book character.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, kind of odd when Alan Moore, again, is the voice of reason in the comic book industry. Maybe we should pay attention to him a little bit more. But, yeah, I didn't find it all that shocking. It wasn't obscenely done. It was a graphic scene, but it wasn't obscene. So I think people kind of lost their shit a little over it. It was a story in a comic book that the writer decided to use to frame the story that's playing out in the book. And as Geoff pointed out, it's in context.
Yeah.
So settle down.
We got some. Well, what's next, anyways? I don't know.
Geoff has no idea. Geoff has lost control of the show. Not too much video game news from the week. Let me see here. Nintendo dropped some price drops on us, so that's kind of nice.
I think they have to at this point.
Yeah, well, only the 3DS games, though. Animal Crossing New Leaf, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, Mario Kart 7, New Super Mario Bros. 2, and Super Mario 3D Land all got price cuts down to $30. Which is good, because I've wanted to get Mario Kart 7. I didn't want to pay that much for it, because it's like 3 or 4 years old now.
Yeah.
But they've dropped the price on it. And seeing as every other system that I have, the games are super expensive, PlayStation, I still can't believe no one is more mad about this. I was gonna
It's normal economics, Gary.
But why is it only in this country?
Who cares?
And why is it only that system?
Whatever.
That's what I don't understand.
Alright, so price drop on Nintendo.
On some Nintendo games, so...
Yes.
If people are looking to play some good games, save some money, the Nintendo 3DS is once again a good option. Go buy one.
I kind of want one now, actually.
I think in the U.S., someplace was having a deal, bundle including, it was a Nintendo 2DS, so if you don't care about the 3D, which
the
why
giant
would you?
brick thing?
Yeah, the axe head.
Yeah.
Like $100 with the game.
That's
Once
not
you
bad,
apply, like,
actually.
some deals and that to it.
Hmm.
You get, like, Pokemon X, and you can play Pokemon!
I will pass on garbage. So,
You are a fool.
do you have a little toy news?
Little toy news. NECA put out some promo pics of the finalized Rise of the Planet of the Apes figures.
Oh, that's cool.
As that movie gets closer, I am looking forward to it more and more.
Yeah.
Because I think it's gonna be really great, and some of these figures look really, really cool. The sculpts on them look completely fantastic. The old Caesar that they've got in the movie, like he's a lot older, like he looks haggard. He's got kind of patch fur on him.
Yeah.
They did a great job of sculpting him. The characters come with some very cool accessories. The orangutan comes with a book, so it's like the apes have started to learn to read and write and communicate. So the figures look great. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is some of the figures, the ab articulation. They look like they run off some type of ball joint in the middle. So for some of the apes that don't have kind of longer hair, it looks like two globes stuck together.
Yeah.
But for the orangutan with kind of like the longer hair chest piece thing, it fits a little better. So I want to see them up close. But the cool promo images had them kind of set up in an ape village, so it looked kind of neat.
That's
But
cool.
the paint and sculpts look as normal with NECA figures, just absolutely fantastic. So that was a little tiny bit, nothing too earth-shattering this week in the toy world.
Cool.
Still waiting on my Ultra Magnus masterpiece photos.
Mm.
Still waiting on them.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for a while. We've been teased with some Bumblebee photos, but I want my Ultra Magnus.
So, what'd you think about the new wedding at Game of Thrones?
I've been waiting for this. I'm surprised it happened as early as it did.
I think everyone was.
Yeah, like
Everyone.
with the promo after the first episode showing the wedding, I'm like, wow, we're getting to the purple wedding pretty quick. Oh yeah, there are gonna be spoilers here, by the way. But shut up about it. So
Everyone knows.
Yeah, I know.
It was spoiled in the newspaper on Monday in a big half-page
Really?
article. Yeah.
Didn't even see it.
It was everywhere. Like, everywhere. I got spoiled Sunday night going on Facebook.
Oh, Doug's
So-
on Facebook on Sunday nights.
So, yeah.
For Game of Thrones.
Anyways, so Joffrey's gone. Woo!
I
kinda
don't know.
cool.
They did a damn good job of sympathizing that character at the end.
Not
like-
really.
The guy was a scared little kid.
He was not. He was making fun of midgets or short people and
They're gonna get letters.
all sorts of things. Like
No,
he
but
was
like as he
just-
was dying, he was terrified. Like in the book,
Anybody would be though.
Well, yeah, but
you're
then-
like choking on your own guts.
but
like
he is still just a kid. And then to put him in that situation where he is like slowly, agonizingly dying before your eyes, reaching for his
I
mom.
think you are the only one who will ever feel sympathy for that
I
character.
think if you were to double check and look at some people's reactions in that, I mean, sure, there was some of the like, oh, thank God, Ding Dong, the witch is dead style. But, you know, they actually made the character a bit more sympathetic than they did in the book. In the book, holy crap. As with Catelyn's death in the book, it's far more violent. When Catelyn was killed at the Red Wedding, she's like clawing at her own face.
Yeah.
She gets her hair cut off, which is one of my favorite lines in any of the books. They go and they cut Catelyn's scalp, I think, and like because of like internal dialoguing, she has a line where she's terrified and so distraught that they cut her hair because Ned liked her hair so much. It's like a heartbreaking line. But with the Purple Wedding, Joffrey is literally clawing his own throat and shredding his throat, trying to grasp for air.
Yeah.
That's how violent and painful the poison was.
Good. Choke on it.
But I guess, yeah, that's the abrupt reappearance of Sir Dantos. Like, okay, there we go. So, I mean, it definitely kind of working in the actual how the poison was administered and got to the wedding from the book. So, I mean, that was...
that I think you just spoiled.
No.
Yeah? Because there's been, like, lots of theories now for people that have not read the book, so they're like, oh, it was Sansa when she picked up the cup, or it was whatever doing this, or it was Cersei doing that, or whatever. Spoiler, you! Spoiler!
I put a disclaimer. I just mentioned the character that was there.
Yeah.
So...
Basically bringing the poison.
No, not in that episode.
Oh, God. Anyways, yeah. My favorite scene, though, out of the whole thing actually wasn't that. It was basically just Tyrion and Jaime having breakfast. I thought that was a pretty cool scene.
That was great seeing those two back.
Because they do love each other. He's basically the only one that does love Tyrion.
Yeah.
So,
I did not like... Shay's character is dumb as a doorknob.
Hmm.
And they've weakened that character over the last year or so. I read something online. Basically, Tyrion used the same thing that Harry... the guy that John Lithgow used on Bigfoot in Harry and the Hendersons to get him to leave.
Oh my God, how more obscure can you be?
Harry and the Hendersons is not an obscure movie.
Yes, it is, these
People
days.
love that movie. The movie's fantastic.
Oh,
Best
man.
Sasquatch movie ever made.
It is probably the best Sasquatch movie ever made.
But, like, he used this, like, Tyrion used the same tactic on Shay to get her to,
my
like,
God.
leave the capital.
Oh, man.
I liked Bran's little vision. That was kind of a neat change from the book, but I still enjoyed it. They gotta get on that White Walker battle. Things are going down, people.
Spoiler again. Actually, that's not really spoiler.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, the White Walkers are literally, they showed all of them, like, and they're zombos.
Yeah.
But I think one of my favorite moments out of the episode was, like, them kind of, like, putting down Stannis' daughter.
Yeah.
And he's like, back off. I will burn people to a crisp at your word there, but stay the fuck away from my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, as bad as Stannis can be, he does love his daughter. So that's why I love that character, because he's so deep and complex. Stannis is such a great character.
Yeah.
So I love the episode. I thought it was great.
It was a good
one of the
second
added
episode.
parts that was never in the book that I loved adding into the show was the conversation with Tywin with Oberyn.
Yeah, that was...
Oh my God! Just like passive-aggressive Oberyn is passive-aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, some people apparently have disdain for child rape and murder.
Yeah.
It's nice to live in a country where that doesn't happen. How do you feel about that? Like, ah! And if you have any inkling of how cool Prince Oberyn is now, he gets so much cooler. He is one of my favorite characters. I love Prince Oberyn. It's going to be fantastic when he kicks into gear. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
The Red Viper.
Cool.
Yeah, this season has, like, been great. These two episodes have been fantastic. So, very happy. Fantastic job.
Cool. So, anything left?
A couple little stories from the interwebs. But kind of a mild week. Nothing...
Yeah, there's...
No one's
very
done
much.
anything dumb. No one's said
dying.
No one said anything stupid or anything, so...
Well,
but,
that's to be
yeah.
debated.
Depending upon what your definition and level of stupid is.
Yeah.
Domino's has a new menu item, which is almost akin to the Double Down.
What's
Remember
the
that?
double down? No, I don't know.
It's basically a chicken sandwich with the bun removed and replaced by 2 other pieces of chicken.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
yeah, I remember that.
Domino's now has a stupid item. They have basically removed the dough from pizza and used fried chicken. So it's fried chicken little bites.
Yeah.
And then loaded with pizza toppings. There's like barbecue, sweet barbecue, tomato, bacon, jalapeno, pineapple, and a buffalo. So yeah,
It's
if you thought
fattening pizza.
yeah, if you thought the only thing wrong with pizza was the dough,
no worries.
Yeah, here we go. Like, and Kotaku, their reviewer on the Snacktaku videos, did a quick review of them last night. they do not look appetizing in the slightest.
No.
It's like just cheese and toppings put on top of little chicken bites.
So kind of like a poutine, but flat.
Yeah, and with chicken.
Yeah.
For those who don't know who poutine is, look it up.
Or, what do you call it? Nachos. You get a nacho
but
plate at a
the
restaurant.
chicken doesn't absorb or hold the toppings like
No,
pizza dough does,
slides
so it just
off
slides
and-
off. And they're like, I swear to God, you can't see this, so it makes for a really great podcast. But they're about this big.
Oh yeah.
They're like less
like
than hand sized.
Huh.
Like, and they're
Small
$6.
chicken burger or something.
Yeah, it's so bad. And saying someone's dying, which is good. There is a death to report, the death of AC/DC.
I heard it was only possible, and it's coming only from Australia.
Supposed to be an announcement coming up the next day or so. I had no idea Malcolm Young had a stroke, like 3 weeks ago, and they were in the studio just working on an album, like the first one since Black Ice, and trying to gear up for a tour, and he couldn't play as he could before. I mean, Angus has always been kind of the face of that band, but it's Malcolm's band.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been Malcolm's band, even during the old days and the switch over singers days. It's Malcolm's band, and they won't play without him. Yeah. So there's supposed to be an announcement coming up.
Darn. No more
My AC/DC phase, I think I've passed my AC/DC phase. I still appreciate their music, but I think I've had enough.
Really? After 50 years, you've had enough AC/DC?
Hey, I went to Sarstock specifically to see AC/DC.
I thought you went for Timberlake.
Oh, yeah. Everyone went for Justin. Ugh. But half the audience left after AC/DC played, so that was fantastic. That was a great concert. Sam Roberts killed it in the morning show.
Sam Roberts?
Best part about the morning part.
Oh my God. You've just proven you have no musical taste whatsoever.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, my tastes don't align with yours.
Or the rest of the world.
Yeah, because nobody likes Sam Roberts.
No? Nobody likes Sam Roberts.
Okay.
Nobody.
He did a classy thing and actually, like, changed the name of his group to the Sam Roberts Band. You know, acknowledging that he has a band, unlike a lot of other frontmen who's like, nope, it is just me and these assholes behind me.
Yeah, who cares? Sam Roberts sucks.
You suck.
He is terrible. He has no good music.
Yes, he does. Better music than you.
Nope, I highly doubt that. In fact, I could probably freestyle something right now, and it
You
would
heard it,
blow
folks. You heard
Sam
it, folks.
Roberts.
Geoff is
out
gonna
of your
freestyle for
mouth.
you. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. I'll drop a beat for you.
You are my sunshine, my little sunshine. See, even that was better.
Grammys!
Even...
On Jeff's Grammy-winning performance, I think we'll bring the show to a close today.
I think so too. So, I don't know. Check us out on Facebook, Pendulum Podcast on Facebook. Check us out everywhere, telltalemind.com, where I write everything daily, where you can also find Gary's musings on whatever's, mostly action figures.
Yep.
And they've been pretty good, so check them out. I think he's got 3 up so far.
We're going to maybe try and find a way to archive my old ones as well.
Yeah. And then check out our YouTube channel where you're currently listening to this. We have many great episodes and specials and mini-sodes and all sorts of great things. And Twitters. Gary's the Wagnarok. Yeah. And I'm the Telltale Mind on Twitter. And
I'm also the Wagnarok on Instagram.
That's right. The Instagram. We have to get your address for that.
Yeah. We'll toss them in the show notes.
Alright. So
just a little fun thing.
On that, next week, all new number 1s! Yeah! More number 1s!
Nothing but ones.
That's what this show is.
The number 1.
We got number 1 hosts talking about number 1 books.